Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. And today, I will be reading A Cat's Reader by Laughs and Pick on Tumblr. Let's get into it. His arrogance was something he absolutely despised. It started as simple things. I'll be number one. Or, I'll kill you all if it means I'll come out on top. He ignored them. He ignored his phrases. And the times he would boost them at himself. He ignored them the best he could throughout the years at UI. His temper, being one of the many things keeping you away, he refused to train with him. Despite his effort to force you to do so, he refused to study with him. Even when your grades were lagging behind, he would keep away from you at all costs, absolutely refusing to be the target of his criticisms or his hateful gazes. His friends would try and convince you that he didn't mean it. He didn't mean anything of what he said. He was just like that, but you would ignore it, refusing to believe that someone as vile as him could have a gentle bud in his body, even when he felt so highly of you whenever you're around. Bakugou would try his best to keep his voice at a decent level, to keep his hateful comments to himself, which surprised everyone. And yet, you, the one person you wanted close to him, refused to be in the same room as him. You refused to look him in the eyes. He would purposely do things just to make you pissed off, enough to look at him. Even when your gaze was so full of annoyance, he loved that. He adored that. He adored you, and he would do anything for your attention. He would try his best to work his way into your training time, only for you to dip out as soon as you got ahead of him. He never stopped you though. He never once said for you to wait. Kirishio would be the first one to say something about his friend's strange behavior around you. And the rest of his class had noticed the way you calm like the wind of a storm whenever you were around. It was amazing. After Katsuki had confided within his friend about his feelings, he was in absolute shock. But still, he was determined to help him. Kirishima and the rest of the gang would put together well-thought-out plans of attack. Yet all of them failed, except one. It was a simple movie night. Everyone gathered in the common room to watch a movie, and the only spot available for you was right next to the man you despised. You attempted to leave, but at everyone's request for you to stay had pulled at your heart. You decided to sit next to him and bear it for today. It was a challenge that you knew you'd have to face at some point, so might as well go over it, right? As you sat there, Algier had moved a little bit closer to you. Concerned for his tail, he had moved only a bit farther, only for your shoulder to press into Kat's gaze. With a soft apology, your gaze went back to the movie, but a scene in particular caught your eye. The main duo, who were romantic interests, were also rivals, but also, the dynamic reminded you of your home with a familiar hothead. The duo argued over the smallest of things, till it got extremely heated, punches began to be thrown. The words "I hate you" were ones that stuck out to you the most. The man who just stood there and stared at his feminine rival, the love within his eyes, was being clouded by his tears. The camera zoomed toward his face as he clenched, with the screen turning back. The sickening sound of flesh meeting flesh, and as this crunch sounded throughout the room. The shock sat within you as the screen turned back. The two were standing before each other, blood dripping from the male's face. The tears streamed from his eyes. A well-darkened bruise formed on his cheek. The camera panned to the woman, her face full of hatred, and her eyes filled with regret, cloudy with tears that threatened to spill. The scene was gut-wrenching to you. The eerie silence in the room was what set you off, and you abruptly stood from your spot on the couch and began jogging to your room, ignoring the protest from your classmates. Yet, As you reach your dorm room, a heavy hand attached itself to your shoulder. You stopped in your tracks, your emotions already running rampant as you glanced over your shoulder. It was Katsuki. Out of all people, it was him. His expression was soft, something that you had never witnessed before, and it made you freeze. I'm sorry. His eyes stared at you for some sort of reaction. His heart stopped, and his breath was held. He waited and waited. No, you're not. Those words hit him like a train. Your gaze turned dark as he turned towards him, your eyes glaring daggers into his. Just leave me alone, damn it. Your words had set him off. It was like everything happened in slow motion. The way his words fell from his mouth had made the air in the hallway turn deadly. I love you. And with those words, your whole world stopped. The person you despised the most loved you. No, you don't. What? No. You don't love me. Moyan. Don't. No. You let me finish, Katsuki Bakugou. The way you said his name had him staring at you in shock. The venom lacing your words, stinging his skin. You are a person that thinks way too highly of himself, and you surely can't be bothered with anyone else's feelings. Besides your own. Your form was shaking as you stuck your finger into his face accusingly. You, Katsuki Bakugou, hurt the people who care most about you. You think of them as dirt, the dirt you walk upon, and I would rather have stain. Pick me up and carry me off somewhere than love you. As you sucked in a deep breath, you turned and retreated into your room, your body finding a rather comfortable spot on the floor. As tears fell from your eyes, as the anger within you boiled, his heart shattered at night, and he would never be able to fix it again. And you would live to regret the words you had said. Thank you guys for listening. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. I hope you enjoyed listening to this as much as I did making it. Anyway, goodbye.